Hello and good evening. It is Saturday the 29th of June. I've just come on to sort of explain really where I've been since Wednesday. I think I left you and I said I got a bit of a sore throat, wasn't feeling very well. My word, I looked dreadful and I put makeup on. Brought Fred home with me. He went to bed and I went to bed. At 9:10 I was in bed. And then didn't have a very good night's sleep. I just tossed and turned like all night. Got up Thursday morning because that's when we have the babies. I was still convinced that we were going outside. I fell over about like 3 times. And when my daughter arrived, she made me look terrible. I said, I don't actually feel very well. I said, I've got a headache, but it won't go. And she said, have you got any other symptoms? I said, love, I said, I just ache. I said, it feels as if like the flu's coming on, but I said, I don't feel like fluey. I just feel a bit hot. I've taken a couple of paracetamols, but it doesn't seem to be shifting. And she, do you think got heat stroke? I said, oh, no, don't be silly. I don't go out in the sun. And she had a look at like my symptoms and she said, I think you've got heat exhaustion. And I think on Wednesday I hadn't particularly drunk very much and I'd come home and I'd edited for about 2 hours to get, I think it was at Wednesday and Thursday's videos up. And I'd got a dress on that I normally wear in the winter with a long like polo. Yeah, you would have seen what I was wearing on Wednesday. I should have just gone and got changed. But I was like, oh, I'm going out to Girls Brigade, I've got to get changed. I'm going to change for a third time. And maybe if I hadn't have gone to Girls Brigade, I'd have just cooled down. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Thursday was really peculiar. We had somebody home. Benjamin stayed because my daughter was working here. So she'd got meetings all day. So he sort of played with Reuben. My husband had to take Freddie to school. So he took Reuben, Benjamin wouldn't go with him. Then he had to come back. Oh my word, it was like in and out. And I was like just in bed all day. And then much the same like Thursday evening. Yesterday I got up and it was the most peculiar feeling. Every time like I stood up, like I was just so dizzy. And I just felt really woozy. So today I've had a quieter day and I have actually done some crafting. I haven't got a lot to show you. But I thought I'd just come on and explain where I've been. Just in case you missed me. What a way, eh? What a way to end June vlogs. I've done so well. But I thought, come on, I'll just, share that with you. Give you an update. And then I'll come on tomorrow. And it'll be our last day together. And I can talk to you about some future plans. Now, forgive me if I've already shown you this, but I wasn't sure whether I have or not. So this is the... So this is the Persian Tiles blanket by Janie Crow. There might be some of you out there be like, oh, roll on tomorrow. I'm fed up looking at that. Or some of you be like, oh, I think it's just nice to see somebody, especially if they've struggled with their ability, that they finally kind of overcome it. And this is the colourway that I think we bought in 2018. And it was a colourway from Lucia Fig Tree. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful colours. And if you've been keeping me company all this month, you'll have seen that, I've really kept up it. I started, I think I got to a point where I was a bit sort of out, too much crochet, if you can have such a thing, when it's such a momentous project. But when I look back, I haven't really come through this. So it's 16 octagons. So I've done row 1, 2 and 3 and I'm on row 4. So I'm just, that row above the octagons, you have to like square them off. So I've done the 2, oh, right, just imagine here that there are opposite sides. So I have done these 2. That just reminds me of like apple blossom, reminds me of my office, the colours in my office. And I chose the colours in my office because I'd seen this fabric of a hydrangea, and so I chose this green for the walls. And when I came back, the decorator was there decorating, and I said to him, oh my word, I don't think I like it. And he couldn't stop laughing. I said, do you know what this reminds me of? And he was like really laughing. He goes, yeah, I do. If there's any Only Fools and Horses fans out there, Del Boy is always on the make, always like selling knockoff gear and everything. And one time he sells this paint to the local Chinese restaurant, and they phone up and they're like screaming down the phone. So he goes round and they're all like in like, I don't know, sunglasses, goggles and things, and he sold them luminous. Is it a luminous paint? It's where they paint the tunnels so that the trains, can go through, and that's just what it looked like. And I was like, oh my word. My decorator, bless him, he was just laughing. He goes, I was putting this on, that's what I was thinking about. He said, I can't believe you said you've come in and said the same. He goes, but you're really good. He said, with colour. He said, let me put another coat on and we'll see what it looks like. He said, the problem with this room, he said, is you've got your door, what's got a window in, the other two windows. He said, I think it's just bouncing off of it. I said, I think it just needs to dry. Well, that was a tangent. And that one. They just make up in no time. Then these, which I've fallen in love with these squares, I think you can actually just make a blanket with just these sort of granny squares. So there's that one. That reminds me of, I don't know, the seaside, like candy stripes, the deck chairs. So that's lovely. And I haven't put any rose on Ruben's blanket. So was it Wednesday? It was the last time. So yes. And then I think I have 5 rows to put on at each of these octagons. Oh, I'll just put that there for a minute. Yay! Oh. I don't think it matters which one you do. You're always like, oh my word, oh my word. Beautiful, beautiful. There's one more reason that I did want to come on, and I will talk about this in more depth tomorrow. But I've been finalising, not been up all night. I've been finalising some plans and some ideas and things, and I want to, I'm going to cast this on tomorrow. This is my yarn that I ordered from My Yarny Corner, and it's the Stephen West Surprise Along, which I did last year. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And these are not my colours, probably those two, but this is like, oh, dangerous territory, but I'm exploring. So I want to wind those up tomorrow. So I thought I'd show you today. They'll be in Alex and Danny's update on Monday. I don't know how many kits they've got, but these were last year's socks. Oh, look at that. Now that wasn't planned. My Stephen West shawl, Geogradient shawl, and my Stephen West socks. Yay! Alright, my lovelies, I am going to call it a day, and I'm going to go and sit back on the couch like a little old lady. Oh, and yes, and I'm taking this. Is why I come up. Whoops, sorry. This is why I come up here to take this down rather, and I'll pull it back. Right, I'm really hoping you can't hear that music, so I'll have to play this back and see what it sounds like. Right, so look forward to being with you and spending the last day of June. I don't quite know what format it's going to be in the sense of it might be like a cup of tea and a rambly chat. I was going to say chat, but ramble come into my head, so maybe a rambly chat, a chat ramble. Yeah, I think Mr. Jax is going to have to go down the corridor so I can get some sleep tonight. And hopefully I'll be on full form. He's out for some of the time tomorrow. So I want to get some yarn wound up, and I want to get some projects together and the patterns and everything. And I might give you a sneak peek, might not. I want to get some photographs. I'm just not good on Instagram in the sense of I just forget. So I don't know whether that's a challenge. I just set myself for July. So tune in tomorrow and see what I'm up to. Night, my lovies. Night.